Now, the crisis has been one of the major political crises that have happened in Nigeria in 2025, with the situation leading to the suspension of the governor and a state of emergency being declared in the state. Many have called for the governor to be reinstated, but this has yet to materialize. However, the suspended Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has expressed that he is not eager to reclaim his position, stating that, and I quote, his spirit has left the government house long ago. Well, he acknowledged the significant support he has received from many individuals and stressed the importance of standing by those who have made sacrifices for him. Various stakeholders have pointed to former governor and current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, to be one of the catalysts of the unrest in Rivers State. But Wike has denied claims of a personal feud with the suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, describing him instead as his son. While the former Rivers State governor insisted that his actions are aimed at confronting individuals he accused of attempting to exploit the system. Joining us on the show to discuss the implications of Fubara deciding to throw in the towel and if Wike describing Fubara as his son is a sign of rapprochement is Asukewe Ikoawaji, Rivers State elder statesman. Good morning and welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning. God bless you, my sister.
And you too, sir.
Elder, thank you for joining us. Well, let's just ask you.
Oh, Jefabati.
Good morning. Let's just ask you simply.
Morning, sir.
Let's just ask you simply. What is the state of play now in Rivers State? Now that Minister Godfather Nyesom Wike says Fubara is his son, he has no problems with him. And where are the elders in this emerging scenario? I recall that Minister Wike has said all these elders in Rivers State, they don't know what they are doing. So have the elders also found the light now that father and son appear to be reconciling?
Chief Abati, if you have followed me very carefully, I've said it time without number that this matter has nothing to do with Rivers people. It has nothing to do with the elders either. It is a political family problem. Every political family has problem. If you watch from 1999 till death, one single family has been producing the governorship of Rivers State. And that is the family where both Wike and the Fubara belongs. But at the point, they failed to settle their matter. That is where you see the elders coming in and every other interest group coming in. If they have choose to settle this matter like a family matter, there will be no any issue. Chief Abati, if you follow me very well, I have said it. Today, if you come to Rivers State, the business are going on well. Everything in Rivers State is going on smoothly. So where did the Rivers people come into this matter? This is the question. So many people. I've also said it clearly. If you don't know how to go about your life, ask questions. God has opportunity to create everybody one day. But he chooses to create us one after the other so that we can ask questions from those that are more experienced than us. I've also said it. I've grown from the local to the highest level of party politics. Party politics is not a general election. When there is crisis in the party, those that have interest, particularly in Nigeria, where the governors, every governor in Nigeria wants to know who he hand over to. So the party's too low to allow these governors hand over to who they want to hand over to. When there is crisis, they will refuse to settle this crisis. And today, in the case of Rivers State, it now looks as if there is a problem in Rivers State. Wike, there is no doubt, no controversy. If Wike say is Fubara political godfather, I don't think there is too much challenge about that. But what we are saying, those who father him, treated him like a son, he should also treat Fubara like a son. Because he has failed in treating Fubara like a son, that is why it looks as if there is problem in Rivers State. Thank you, Chief Abati.
Okay, sir. Let's move to the other dynamic of this, which is that beyond the relationship that you've expressed between father and son, there are the State House of Assembly members, over 20 of them, and some of the reports that are emerging also indicate that there's possible peace and middle ground that has been found between Governor Fubara and these defectors who said they did not defect and were ruled. Eventually it was settled that they did not defect. I'm wondering if you have any insight to this, because the question most people are asking is, what's the use of all of this? Because it seems that even when the state of emergency ends and Governor Fubara is restored, that he faces impeachment immediately, unless there's some sort of negotiation happening with these assembly members. Give us some insight on that.
Let me tell you the truth. I'm a politician. Chief Abati is a lawyer. In party politics, the party is supreme. It is only in this part called Nigeria where the party is too low to pick the biscuits and the crumbs from elected officers. I have worked to the level of acting deputy national chairman, south of the #1 opposition party to PDP then. Something happened. My sister, let me tell you this. The presidential candidate of the party then was General Buhari. There were some certain things he wanted to do, and the party will say, no, we are superior than you. When he insisted, we expelled him from the party called All Nigerian People's Party, ANPP. That is how he went to form CPC. I stand to be challenged. But today, the party has failed in their responsibility. If you go back to one of my interviews, I said it. Where these leaders cannot settle the matter, the party. Let me tell you very clear. If you look at the PDP constitution, if a man defects to another political party, let us keep sentiment. He beckoned on the party to disown the person. Up to the day the Supreme Court judgment was given, the PDP as a party has never come up openly to disown those people. Yes, in the internet, all over the television, they carry the card. defecting to APC, did the party do what is right? Chief Ruben, you are a lawyer. You people say that when somebody kept quiet in law, means that the person is guilty. So if the PDP that's supposed to stand on their feet to say, you have taken our mandate to another party, from today you cease to become a member of our party, what do you expect the man on the street to do? The lawyer said that you can now ask for what they can't give you what you didn't ask for. So all this problem, number one, is caused by PDP.
Okay, sir, with due respect, sir, can I come in?
Thank you.
I'll quickly fact check you with.
Erufa, I'm waiting for you.
I'll fact check you with empirical facts. You are wrong.
Yeah.
On the 17th of May 2024,
Go ahead.
Rivers crisis, defected
Yes, sir.
lawmakers can't return, PDP insists. That's on the Vanguard newspaper. On the 16th of May 2024,
Yes, sir.
Punch newspaper, pro-Wike crisis lawmakers are no longer members of Rivers Assembly, PDP insists. So PDP actually did rebut,
Yes, sir.
and that said these members cannot return. And they affirmed that they had actually defected. But the question I'm going to ask you is this. On whose side
Yes.
are you on? Wike's side or Fubara's side? And that's number one. Number two, I'll ask you is, the second question I'm going to ask you is this. Was it fair to declare a state of emergency, which a lot of people have called an aberration, because of an internal party squabble? Is it not a destruction of democratic tenets? So what it means is that as long as we don't agree, we can use a tool to take somebody out for some minutes to favor one person. Is that not a destruction of our institution in the first place in Nigeria?
Thank you, Rufai. I will answer the first question.
I'm Rufai, not El Rufai. I'm Rufai.
I am
Hussein.
not in the side.
I'm Rufai.
Sorry,
Rufai, not El Rufai.
Okay, Rufai Husseini.
Yes. not
I'm a
El Rufai.
fisherman, so
Okay.
I don't. Pardon me.
Bless you, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, let me answer your question. I am not in the side of Wike. I am not in the side of Fubara. I am in the side of Rivers people. The reason is because both Wike and Fubara belongs to one political family. And Rivers people are not all the Rivers people are in that political family. Now, the interesting aspect of your question, if you allow me to take some few minutes to explain. Number one, everybody frowned at Mr. President declaring state of emergency. God has a way of doing things. Yes, we have a constitution that gave Mr. President a limit in which he can operate when there is crisis or in times of Mr. President declaring state of emergency. Erufai, take your mind back. When the Supreme Court judgment came up, there was tension in the state. I live in Port Harcourt. There is tension in the state. Those who felt that it's an opportunity for them to undo Rivers people. Some people felt that it's an opportunity to carry out a revenge on the governor. Some other people felt that it's an opportunity for them to now feed like a fowl in the poultry. For whatever it is. they were bent to carry out their selfish interests. They were bent to carry out their kangaroo plan. And if they have done it, today, so many souls would have been wasted in Rivers State. For whatever it is, the president declared state of emergency. Yes, the president has a limit of what he can do when it comes to a state of emergency in a state. I keep saying, Erufai, there is no need for war. There is no need for crisis. When there is crisis, when there is war, there could be strange bullets. When other people are crying that the president has no right to pull the instrument of democracy, which is right. Okay. But to me, I look at it that it could likely to strange bullet.
Okay.
Now, where we are having the problem today, it's no longer Wike. I'm coming, sir.
Yeah, quickly.
If you can allow me.
We need to wrap up very quickly.
Where the problem is today is the sole administrator, who is now sitting in Rivers State as an elected governor. When your house is catching fire, you don't pursue rat. It's no longer matter of political party because they have bring it to Rivers people. There is no dividends of democracy going on in Rivers State again. Okay. In conflict resolution, there is no secret.
Okay.
We want to know what the sole administrator is doing. President Trump, Barrister Bati, if you can allow me, today is leaving America to engage other stakeholders, talking about the peace between Russia and Ukraine, talking about the peace in Middle East. What is the sole administrator doing?
Okay, on that note.
2 months has elapsed.
On that note.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very final question, in 1 second. Now, Wike, that you have been talking about, family affair, which party do you think Minister Wike belongs to? Is he in the PDP or is he in the APC? Because we need to get that very clear. Very quickly. 1 second.
For today, Wike is still in PDP. Because the PDP has not come up to defend their constitution. Okay. And in the Wike's word, he said he got a letter from PDP. I said it in one of my interviews.
Okay.
That he got a letter from PDP. Yes, sir.
Okay.
To accept to become the FCT minister.
Okay. Thank you very much.
But the PDP has failed in there. So as a politician, I can tell you Wike is still a PDP.
Okay, thank you.
And I challenge any PDP leadership.
Okay, thank you very much, Eda, for joining us.